So let's take a look here. This is Bitcoin, weekly chart on the left, daily chart on the right. And what we have in here, I'll just blow this up, is a bullish looking chart. As you see the cycle right in here. And this is what's called an extreme right-hand translation. And this is really a swamping. In other words, there is a longer cycle that's in the monthly that was pushing up in the monthly chart. And that didn't allow this to correct very much right in here. And the same thing happened right in here. This was a decline of 23.6%. Now, I talked about the fact that monthly corrections are generally 40% to 70-something% to the downside in the Bitcoin market. But this one was pretty shallow at only 23.6%. This gives me some sense that the monthly pattern still has not corrected. And that's likely to come sometime way out over here into this July through September period. I'll talk about that later on in a future show when I look at the monthly chart. So I'll be looking at the Bitcoin monthly chart in the workshop that's coming up on Tuesday that Matt is going to announce. So that's important information. In the meantime, you can see we're only 2 weeks into this advance. Generally, they'll last much longer than that because this is a bullish configuration. This is supposed to turn up and test this high. That would be the highest probability that I can see there as it moves up to that area of the high near 74,415. So this would say to me, I want to look for bullish trades. There's a little bit of a caveat, and that is this reversal scout is still negative, and that has not turned up where the shorter term momentum conditions have been improving. So that's still important to turn to the upside. So our targets for up here is 70,700 back up to this high 74,415. So what I want to do is I want to look for some upside movement in here. And then you'll be able to see what I'm looking for as an entry level. So you can see the cycle patterns that are right in here. What's really interesting is that these harmonic families are broken into 25 bars on the third and 75 bars on the full dominant harmonic. What that says to me, and I want you to see the minor thirds that are right in here and here and here, this is that first minor third of the big cycle. These are the minor supports right there. And just get a closer look again so that you can see. And I didn't want to get that close, did I? Let's go right here. Okay. So what that says to me is that somewhere right in this time frame right over here, and now you're in these resistances. This is the 61.8 to 78.6. You're likely to have a little stalling going on in here. That's what I want to happen because I want to get the long side entry somewhere over here. So supports, this is the 23.6% at about 65,100. Then you get down under here under 63,550 or 62,350. These areas right over here are what I consider to be the buy zones. Now, based on the timing, you can see I put in this green oval right over there. This is kind of the range and time that I expect to get the buying opportunity right there as it gets into these supports and then moving up. I don't want to buy it here. What I want to do is wait for a more favorable entry. Yes, there's risk it's going to run away, and I'm not going to be able to make this trade. But especially since the weekly momentum is still negative, and you can see I put that note right in there for you to see, weekly momentum still negative, and it has work to do and likely pull back into support. I want to get this buying opportunity right here, which I think is then going to send the market up again into that area of the resistances up here. Again, 70,700 to 74,400 would be the target. And this is my trade, really an intermediate trade because we're probably looking out about 6 weeks out over here where I think it's going to have the risk of making the high. So my focus is on the fact that this is the second week up right over here in the cycle. This is likely to form a bullish cycle right in here, giving us a buy opportunity and then moving up. Again, my buying opportunity looks like it comes end of May to early June, sometime in this target zone right over here, and then to the upside. So that is my trade, my analysis on Bitcoin